A rising sun and the 3 dawn stars, a symbol of Aethys.
I haven't been in here for...
A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted with pain. I actually thought he was dead, but he is not. He's just very, very injured. Have a care if you mean to go in. He casts a quick look towards the doorway to his left. This place is not so empty as I thought. He angles a look up at Adair. Paying your respects, Athosian? Is that how you say that? He manages a pained grin. A little risky, isn't it? Think what the townsfolk would say. Safer down here than up there, even with the rats as big as they are. A faint edge of hostility belies Adair's playful tone. This temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best, times being as they are. He groans and shifts position, wincing. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of his types either. Wharton jerks his chin towards Adair. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. He regards you wearily. Maybe you'd have better luck. Okay, better luck with what? What happened to you, or not interested? Hopefully he stays alive long enough to answer both of these questions. Let's go for better luck with what first. The man points a finger upwards. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Aethys, the scattered god, a grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over the Deerwood, from Ridceris even. Adair says not so much from Ridceris these days. Until the war, of course. Even then, you'd get some of the stubborn ones. The ones that couldn't get it through their heads that their god was dead and gone. That's interesting, though. Would have been an option for Aethys, but we don't have a met requirement. So, go on. Once Legacy started, Lord Roderick decided he'd been too lenient on the Aethosians, I think. He had his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down there, buried under a heap of rock. Okay, that was extreme. After that, Roderick ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that, up until recently. Lord Roderick hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven, and the legacy will end. See? He smiles wryly. But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded. That's where you come in. Wharton licks his lips. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that. Chopped down in their god's house. It doesn't sit right with me. If you can get down there, find their remains. Maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. Wharton breathes out. No small task. There's coin in it for you if you need motivating. Allot's cautious expression softens. A pleasant surprise to see that someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. Okay, so we can say to him, I'll find them. I take it you aren't supposed to be in here. They're long dead. What does it matter where they're buried? Wait, you want me to bring you some skeletons? Or, I have some questions first. Yes? Why can't you do this yourself? Who are you anyway? Won't Lord Roderick mind us digging around down there? Any chance there's something down there worth a little more than some old bones? Or I have no more questions. Why can't you do this yourself? Well, I tried. Only got a short ways in before I got in over my head. Wharton grimaces. I haven't raised a blade in a long time. Turns out it isn't something you can just pick up again. But you look like you can handle yourself. I wanted him to be a bit more specific about what exactly is going to attack us in here, but I guess we're not allowed to know that yet. Who are you, anyway? Wharton offers you a weak grin. Name's Wharton. I've lived in Gilded Vale long enough to remember how grand it used to be. He shrugs and looks away. I used to help the temple sometimes. Bring supplies. That's all. Interesting. don't really care if Lord Roderick minds us digging around down here, so... Is there anything down here worth a little more than old bones? That does sound a bit disrespectful. Let's go for this. Although, first of all, maybe I take it you aren't supposed to be in here. Wharton laughed bleakly. Well, I meant to be in and out nice and quick. I'm not hurting anyone, it's just Lord Roderick's forbidden anyone having anything to do with the scattered god. It'd be a little harder to explain to him than you. Understandable. Okay, I'll find them. Then by the flame I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long, it's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priests would have been down on the lower floor. They'll still be there if they're anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, trick sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out. And take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some. Well, okay, so I've gotten myself into an interesting situation here. But I guess we're going for it. It could be a terrible, terrible idea. We might just end up going back to Merwold. But you never know, maybe this will actually help us to prepare for Merwold the boss. Okay, we've got more spiders in here.
I'm here.
I think everybody else is probably too far back for this to be helpful. So
Yes.
let's just let everybody else kind of move up. Oh, actually, maybe I should just let them... Just let them go with the AI. Okay, the spider's already dead. That wasn't bad. A note. Initiate's note. This parchment is relatively intact, but the ink upon it has faded. You can make out a few patches of careful, tidy script. Visitors to the ritual floor. Rectrix Obrica says, Redemption for even these. All got and struck the largest spell first rather than the second. The rest is illegible. Okay, so that's going to be forgot and struck the largest spell first rather than the second. So I guess if there is some kind of bell puzzle in here, we need to strike the second bell first, otherwise something bad is going to happen. Okay, need to remember that. Let's take the note. What's in here? Oh, camping supplies. We used one of our camping supplies earlier, fighting Merwold, so that's useful. Let's make sure everybody's coming with us this time. Okay, right. There's going to be much worse things to fight in here than spiders. But let's do it. Okay, I'll just set me to this one and let's go and see how the AI does again. Right. This is what I was worried about with defense.
I feel...
Oh no, what happened to him? Oh, he's sickened. Only for 1.8 seconds, though. That's not too bad.
Following your lead.
Maybe I do want them to be aggressive. Let's turn on aggressive and see what happens. I'm not sure if I actually want them to actively seek out enemies, though. You know what? Maybe instead of defend self, we'll just go for defensive instead. Because I would like them to fight if anybody is being attacked, not just themselves. So defensive.
Hey.
And also, I guess he should always really have been defensive, being a tank. Okay. Let's see what that does. Okay, the spider is already dead. This looks like the main route.
All right,
I want to
then.
go and explore over here. Oh, not just you. Everyone.
Yes?
Everyone should go over here and see what's in there. Okay, this is obviously one of those things that attacked him. This is a bit bigger than a spider. Scalder well.
I'm here.
Okay, let's see if we can get a Hubble effect on that. As well as some long-term damage. 2 of them.
Navaru beyond seek.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. It makes me feel slightly nervous just letting them
I'm here.
do whatever they want.
Certainly.
These prayer scrolls are coated in a thick layer of grime and dust. Search your bookshelf. Potion of Wizard's Double. Ah, what's that? Plus 40 deflection until hit or critically hit. Creates a duplicate of the caster to distract enemies, granting the caster a high deflection bonus against a single attack. That seems useful. Take that. Okay. The Doughty Burglar, a Deerwooden Farce, Part 1. Okay, we have a play. Let's not read that right now because we are, trying not to be killed by the freaky monsters. To his grace, I write to implore. The rest of this letter is crossed out in several places and then abandoned. Okay, let's explore over here. Okay, we have some more whelps. Everybody else really needs to move up here. And I will see if I can get a hobbled effect on this in the meantime. Actually, I don't know why I'm still using daggers. I'm just going to go back to ranged as well on this character. A Scalder Ear. Probably just to sell again. Are they? Ah, okay. I just remembered the antelope doesn't have. There's animal companion AI. Let's also put that on defensive. And save. Okay, what's over here? Vermin have scoured these plates. Their mold still grows in green-black clumps across the table. That's disgusting. What are you holding? Oh, I'm just taking the ears again. Okay. Anything else to loot?
Aye?
Let's move everybody up just in case there are more monster things over here. I can hear water. Why is there water down here? I'm not sure this is the right way to go. Why? No,
yes.
You need to move up as well.
I'm here.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be. Maybe this actually was the right way to go. The water's down here. That's where that noise is.
I'm here.
Go and explore that. There is another whelp in there, but too bad to deal with so far. Well, that's a different one. That one's not a whelp. That one is just a Scalder. So presumably going to be harder to kill. But that's
I'm
okay.
Here.
I am going to make sure that I'm using that straight away. I don't love that Durance is just running in. Ah. Spirit. A haze fills the air, coalescing steadily into a blur of dust and mist. It gathers into the outline of what appears to be a dwarf, a shimmering echo that fades in and out of sight. But stronger than sight is the sense within you of a powerful energy. It rolls and seethes with a grief that seems to spill into your own thoughts, tainting them until the sorrow is your own. Like a crashing wave, the energy surges towards and into you, and suddenly you are elsewhere. Before you is a brightly lit stone corridor lined with torches and gleaming crystals. You're running, your footsteps echoing off the stone around you. You forgot to tie your sandals, and they're slipping from your feet, fouling your steps. You're late. Again. The rite's going to begin without you. Okay, is this the memories of the spirit? You hear the tolling of a bell, and your spirits lift as you recognize the familiar warped tone of the right hand, representing the first of the dawn stars to appear in the night sky and last to fade into the dawn light. You pray fiercely that this is the first of the chimes and not the last. The lights fade, as does the memory, and when your eyes clear, the spirit is gone.
Are you feeling unwell? You were behaving a little... oddly.
Is that your tactful way of asking if I'm a lunatic? Okay, let's admit to Connor that we are a watcher. A true speaker for the dead. I never thought I'd meet one in the flesh. Okay, do you know of any cure? Or it just happens from time to time? Whatever this is, I'm tired of it. Or it's not so bad being able to talk to spirits. Mind your own business. That would be very rude considering we just purposely told Connor that. It just happens from time to time. You bear it well, but I wonder if it wouldn't be best to have someone take a look at you. There must be some way to diminish the effects. Yes, that's why we're going to Haylien. Only I do feel a little bad now that nobody seems to know that we're going to get attacked.
Certainly.
Beowulf.